So we all know Perplexity is a seriously powerful AI tool, right? But here's the thing. Are you really using it to its full potential? Most people are just scratching the surface. In this explainer, we're going to go way beyond basic prompts. I'm going to show you how to truly master this thing and get research results that are 10 times better and a whole lot faster. You've been there, right? I know I have. You ask a chatbot a question, and it gives you this super confident-sounding answer. But you're left wondering, where did that even come from? Can I trust it? That exact frustration is why we need a whole new way of thinking about AI search. And that's where Perplexity comes in. Now, it is absolutely crucial to get this one thing straight. This is not just another chatbot. It's built from the ground up to be an AI search engine. A standard bot? That's for conversation, for being creative. But Perplexity, it's designed for speed, for accuracy, and for giving you answers you can actually trust. Because, and this is key, they are always cited. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why Perplexity totally rethinks AI search. Then we're going to get into the really tactical stuff, using precision powers, picking the right research depth for what you need, building your own personal research hub, and finally, my favorite part, putting the whole thing on autopilot. Okay, let's jump right into our first topic, AI search reimagined. We're going to break down exactly what makes this tool so fundamentally different from the chatbots you're probably used to. So let's look at what really makes it tick. First off, the responses are lightning fast. But honestly, the real game changer is that every single piece of information comes with citations. You can just hover your mouse over a little number to see the source, or even click it to go check it out for yourself. This means you're not getting some big wall of conversational text, you're getting structured, practical info that's built for real research. Next up, let's talk about precision search powers. You can think of a standard search like a giant floodlight. It just shines everywhere. We're about to show you how to turn that floodlight into a laser pointer so you can target exactly what you need with surgical precision. So, what on earth is a search operator? It's way simpler than it sounds. It's just a special little command you add to your prompt. It basically tells Perplexity, hey, don't search the entire internet. I want you to look only right here. Let's see how this works with a real-world example. Imagine you need some help with your bookkeeping, and you only trust answers that come straight from QuickBooks. Easy. You type your question, and then just add cite quickbooks.com. Just like that, Perplexity will totally ignore the rest of the web and only search that one site. You're guaranteed to get the most accurate, official answer. Time is another huge one. Let's say you want to know about a brand new AI model. You don't want old news from last year, right? By adding something like after 2024-01-01, you're telling the AI to just ignore any articles published before that date. It's a surefire way to get the most up-to-date info. And believe me, there are so many more of these little tools in your toolbox. You can search before a specific date, you can look only for certain files like PDFs, or you can even use simple phrases like past week or past month. It's all about narrowing the playing field to find your answer way, way faster. All right, on to section 3, choosing your research depth. Look, not all questions need the same level of effort. Sometimes you just need a quick fact, and other times you need a full-blown report. Perplexity lets you pick the right mode for the job. Let's break down the two main modes here. For I'd say about 80% of your everyday questions, the standard search mode is going to be perfect. It's fast, it's accurate, great for just finding facts. But when you really need to go deep, you switch over to research mode. And this isn't just a slightly better search. It actually performs a multi-step analysis, it asks itself sub-questions, and then it compiles a super detailed report. Yeah, it takes a few minutes instead of a few seconds, but the depth you get is just incredible. And for those of you who really want to push the limits, there's labs mode. You can think of this less as finding information and more as creating it. This mode can actually tackle complex projects for you, generating things like charts, documents, and even some simple interactive apps. It's pretty wild. Let's move on to what is honestly one of my favorite features. In section 4, we're talking about creating your own personal research hub using a feature called Spaces. This is where you can build a totally customized private library for all your different projects. So what is a space? Well, at its simplest, it's like a dedicated folder for a topic. But the real power, the magic, comes from being able to upload your own documents, PDFs, text files, whatever, and add specific links. You are literally creating a hand-picked, custom knowledge base for the AI to use. And this right here is the most crucial part. You can ground the AI. Once you've loaded up your files and links into a space, you can actually flip a switch and turn off the general web search. This forces Perplexity to answer your questions using only the information you gave it. I mean, think about that. For company data or academic papers, it means your answers are based exclusively on sources you've already vetted and completely trust. Okay, we're at our final section, automate your workflow. So now we've got precision searching and custom knowledge bases. Let's make it all happen automatically. This is all about reaching peak efficiency. So if you ever find yourself typing the same instructions into the search bar over and over again, you need slash commands. It's so simple. You just type a /, click create a shortcut, give it a name, and then write out your go-to prompt. The next time you need it, just type that /, click your command, and boom, the entire prompt is there instantly. It is a massive time saver. Now, for those of you on the Pro plan, you can take this even further with recurring tasks. Imagine you want a daily update on AI news from Twitter. You just run that query one time, click a few buttons to create a task, and then set it to run every single morning at 6 a.m. From now on, that research is done for you automatically, and the results are just waiting on your phone when you wake up. This feature is just so powerful. With the Pro plan, you can set up to 10 of these active recurring tasks at once. Just stop and think about that for a second. That's like having 10 different research assignments running for you on autopilot every single day. Finally, to really get the most out of Perplexity, you've got to weave it into your daily flow. Get the app on your phone, install the desktop app, set up a keyboard shortcut so you can pull it up instantly no matter what you're doing. You can even set it as your default search engine in Chrome, replacing your old habits with a much, much more powerful tool. So there you have it, your complete toolkit for becoming a true Perplexity power user. You can now go from those broad, vague searches to laser-focused queries, and from doing manual work to getting fully automated reports. So really, the only question left is, what daily research task are you going to automate first?